The NASCAR Xfinity Series heads at Talladega Superspeedway, and what looked like was going to be a very easy Austin Hill victory turned out to be a really strong finish with a photo finish coming to the checker flag. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. I just got done watching the NASCAR Xfinity Series race from Talladega Superspeedway, the Sparks 300. We're going to go ahead and talk about the race. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So, before the green flag drop in today's race, a ton of drivers have to drop to the rear of the field. Joey Gase, Jesse Wuji, Cesar Baccarella, Jeremy Clements, BJ McLeod, Mason Massey, Noah Gragson, Bailey Curry, Timmy Hill, and Howie DeSavino would all have to drop to the rear for basically unapproved adjustments and also missing driver intros. So at the start of the race, at Austin Hill lead the field from the inside with Ty Gibbs on the outside, and Austin Hill was able to clear for the race lead and lead the next few laps. The first caution race to come out lap number 3 for Ty Gibbs. Justin Allgaier basically got into the back of Ty Gibbs, and Ty Gibbs basically spun into the outside wall and got a little bit of damage, but luckily for Ty Gibbs, no one else got involved in the wreck. Everyone did a really good job getting through that wreck. I'm very shocked and surprised no one else got involved in the wreck, but it's good to see that no one else got damaged. So on the restart, Austin will lead the field from the outside with Austin basically on the outside with, I believe, Justin Allgaier on the inside, and Austin Hill will get a good restart and take the race lead. Then Justin Allgaier will get around Austin Hill, and he get the lead, and then eventually Austin Hill got back around Justin Allgaier to get the race lead. Then everyone would end up going single file up on the top, basically trying to do some choo-choo train. Yes, and guys basically try to get a run down the front stretch, but it would not be enough, and Austin Hill will win stage number 1. We see a little bit of strategy where some guys basically decided to come down pit road. Guys basically like Bailey Curry, Timmy Hill, Howie DeSavino stayed out, while the rest leaders would come down pit road. Basically, everyone would give lead to Austin Hill. So on the restart, Austin Hill lead the field from the inside, and Trevor Bayne on the outside, and Austin Hill was able to clear for the race lead. And Brandon Brown, Sheldon Creed battled for the lead, but Sheldon Creed was able to gain. Actually, Trevor Bayne got the lead, and then they got around for the lead. And then Austin Hill, he actually got back to the race lead with around 8 laps to go in stage number 2. And coming off the corner, he would hold off the hard charge, I think Justin Allgaier and Noah Gragson to win stage number 2 here at Talladega Superspeedway. All the cars end up coming down pit road except Bailey Curry, Joey Gase, and Jeffrey Earnhardt. And we see Trevor Bayne and Sam Mayer basically take 2 tires, while the rest of the field would basically take 4 tires. JJ Lake took fuel only, and Sam Mayer would get a speeding penalty. So on the restart, you had Trevor Bayne lead the field from the outside with Noah Gragson on the inside, and Noah Gragson was able to get the race lead. Then a few laps later, we see some trading paint where Brandon Jones got the lead for a lap, then Ryan Sieg got the lead for a lap, then Allmendinger, he got the lead for a lap, and then Ryan Sieg, he would get the race lead and would basically take over the next portion of the race. Then we would see the green flag pit stops in the race happen where Jett Burton and Anthony Alfredo, they'd be the only ones that come down pit road first, and then all the Chevys would end up coming down pit road on the next lap. My Center, the only really major problem on pit road there was that My Center had some contact with Blaine Perkins. He ended up spinning around, but luckily was able to continue on. Then the next lap, a majority of the rest leaders, including Ty Gibbs, Trevor Bayne, and Ryan Sieg, would basically come down pit road. And then we saw a little bit of strategy where guys like Bailey Curry, Timmy Hill, Ryan Vargas, they would basically stay out. And then eventually, they would all end up coming down pit road, handily back to Austin Hill. So with 30 laps to go at this point, we basically have Austin Hill who was leading the race with 30 laps to go, and they were trying to coast and save a little bit of fuel. For a little bit there, the second pack was trying to catch leaders, but they were not catching them enough. And what looked like was going to be an easy Austin Hill victory coming to 5 laps to go. Sam Mayer and the rest of the field would make a really big, bold move, basically because they all started making some moves with 6 or 7 laps to go. We would basically see Austin Hill try to go back up and block Noah Gragson, who was trying to get a run to the outside, but then it would not work, and Sam Mayer would end up getting the race lead. Then with 3 laps to go, we saw Allmendinger. He tried to get the race lead and actually got the lead. And then with 2 to go, My Center was spun down the backstretch, but NASCAR would not throw the caution. As they're coming to the white flag, Sam Mayer had the race lead got the lead from Allmendinger and was holding off the lead. As they're coming off a turn number 4, Sam Mayer had a very easy lead in front of Allmendinger, but AJ would get a really strong run, and coming into the final corner, side by side, coming to the checker flag with an incredible photo finish, Allmendinger wins by 3 feet and holds off Sam Mayer to pick up his 4th victory of the 2022 season and steals the victory from Sam Mayer. Congratulations, AJ Allmendinger, on picking up the victory. A really strong win from this team. This is AJ's first oval win of 2022. His other 3 victories this year have come on the road courses. And, of course, next week we are going to the Charlotte Roval. So it's good to see a driver like AJ go out there and win. Of course, puts on a really strong and a really good celebration near the end. So congratulations, AJ, on picking up the victory. He didn't have the best car today, but at the end of the day, you got to be there at the right time to make the moves. And massive congratulations to AJ on picking up the victory. So AJ Allmendinger picks up the victory. Sam Mayer gets a really strong second place finish. Sam was this close to locking into the next round with a win, but great to see Sam Mayer get a top 5 finish regardless. Sam should not lay his head down low. He's been close to winning, I know, but he shouldn't lay his head down low. Great run from Sam Mayer. Landon Castle ran really good today. He finishes a very solid top 5. Didn't make the playoffs this year, but still a really good run from Landon Castle. He finishes in 3rd. Ryan Siegel, I think, had one of the top 5 or 6 best cars of the day. He gets a really solid top 5 finish. Good in the points going into next week at the Roval, which will probably be a really chaotic race. Good run from Ryan Siegel in 4th. Josh Berry gets a very solid top 5 finish. Josh Berry really hasn't been great at super speedways throughout his career, so good to see him get a top 5. Parker Kligerman with a really strong 6th place finish. Of course, him running his first race in Big Machine Racing. Hope Parker goes full time. Did a really good job today. Ran top 10 a majority of the day. Didn't lead laps, but a very solid top 10 run in 6th place. Ty Gibbs bounces back for some of the damage he received and gets a very solid top 10 finish going to next week at the Roval. He's probably going to be in really good cushion and really good shape going into that. Good bounce back. He finishes 7th. Daniel Hemrick, a very solid top 10 finish in 8th place. Good run from him. Brandon Jones, he finished his 9th. Good run from him. And Noah Gragson, after pulling a little bit of late block, he still gets a top 10. Ends his 4-race streak that he ended up winning, but gets a very solid top 10 finish regardless. Riley Hurts finishes in 11th. Sheldon Creed had a really strong car today. He finishes 12th. Char Bain, who I think had the best car really besides, I think, Austin Hill, he finishes in 13th. He's got 2 more races with the team, so he's still going to have an opportunity to race with this team. Austin Hill finished 14th. He had the best car today by far, led the majority of the laps, came this close to winning this weekend at Talladega. It's a shame he couldn't get it closed out. We're 5 laps away from winning the race, but still a really great run from Austin Hill. Sweeping the stages, gets a lot of good points going into next week. I think he's definitely a championship threat at the moment, a very surprise championship threat. He finishes in 14th. Justin Allgaier gets a decent top 15 finish, did collect some stage points, so Anthony Alfredo, whose car was really strong early, he falls back to finish in 16th. Jeb Byrne finishes in 17th. J.J. Lee finishes in 18th. Josh Williams finishes 19th. And finishing 20th is Jeremy Clements. 21st place finish for Joey Gase. 22nd for Joe Graff Jr. 23rd for Derek Griffith. 24th for Bailey Curry. 25th for David Sart. 26th for B.J. McLeod. 27th for Timmy Hill. 28th for Jesse Wuji. 29th for C.J. McLaughlin. 30th for Ryan Vargas. 31st for Cesar Baccarel. 32nd for Howie DiSavino III. Brandon Brown, who was in his last race with the 68 team. Tough way to end it, who was actually my pick to win. He finishes in 33rd. Tough break for the team. Mike Harmon making his first start in multiple years. He finishes 34th. Mysider finishes 35th. Blaine Perkins finishes 36th. Jeff Earnhardt finishes 37th. And Mason Massey finishes last in 38th place. So now I'm going to overall talk about the overall race as a whole and then give you my score on today's race. Honestly, this race was much cleaner than the Camp World Truck Series race, and sometimes those races are not the greatest in the world. Stage 1 and Stage 2, very good racing. Lots side by side. Yes, you had your typical choo-choo racing that did end up happening, but it still was a really, really strong race there and great racing. Stage 3 was a little bit more cleaner, a little bit more single file, but those guys were trying to save fuel just in case if we did get a caution near the end. It is good to see that basically it was a much cleaner race, and for me, I wish there was a little bit more double file near the end, but still a great finish to end it off. I'm giving today's NASCAR Xfinity Series race a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, the only thing, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I want to see a little more double file in the end of Stage 3, but I'm happy it was a much cleaner race and a less controversial race than the NASCAR Truck Series race and all the controversy we've had this week. It's good to see a race end up turning out very, very well. So anyway, that is going to be for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race review from Talladega Super Speedway. I want to thank us for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Notifications on to be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Links in the description below for that. And comment below your thoughts on today's race. What are your thoughts on today's race? Let me know below. Let me know your score in the comments below. And congratulate AJ Allmendinger on picking up the victory. Tomorrow on my channel, we're going to have the NASCAR Cup Series race review from Talladega Superspeedway. And we might have a Formula 1 video depending on if Max Verstappen does win the championship. So there may be 2 videos on the channel again like there was today. So anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. And I'll see you guys next time for some more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.